What new requirement does SRTOS 2025 introduce for risk management in RTOs? Ben Thakkar is here to help. With 1,025 plus RTOs supported, he's here to make compliance easier for you and answer your questions.
Now, risk management. So as part of governance, we also need to manage the risk. Risk is part of life, risk in every business, every person's life. We cannot avoid the risk, but we need to learn how can we manage it. So there was before no formal requirement, risk was not a key focus, and structured compliance area now require formal documented system to identify and manage and review risk. So guys, that prompted me a question. How we can identify the risk? What do you think currently, or maybe currently, how you finding out, is there any risk in the RTO or in the operation, training, assessment across the whole operation? What can we do here? Internal audit, great. Okay, audits, student feedback from meeting, feedback, incident, internal audit, monthly meeting, yes, asking as a risk profile, internal checks, implementing a new process, great, feedback from the industry expert. So you guys already know how to find a risk. Now you need to have a documented process there. So what documented risk means that when you find out any challenges, problem or thing, you need to have a risk profile. So is there a high risk, medium risk, low risk? And when you consider, you need to have a clear guideline, what consider high, what consider medium, what consider low. We need to do a risk analysis. That prompts me another question. What consider high risk in education? Staff leaving, okay, that's one of the high risk. What else? Not assessing correctly. Yes, thank you, Christopher. Student not completing. High risk call on scope. Thank you, Tina. Lack of student attendance. D. Feedbacks. Right. Plagiarism. Okay. Placement. Duration. Not follow attendance and course progress. Yeah, these might be high. It's from the international college. Okay, so high risk. Anything related to the student outcome or student related matter, because that's put a great emphasis on. We need to put it into high risk as well. Then we need to see based on RTO operation, but that needs to be clear. So if RTO has a good risk management structure, what is high, what is medium, what is low, they clearly know this is a high risk matter. I need to act quickly because that's gonna affect it. So now that's what the new standard 4.3 is expecting from us. We need to have some sort of a risk management process or system where because we already know how to identify the risk, but now we need to put them into the system. Is it a high, medium, low? If it's a high, what is now planned to resolve this? And what documentation or who's gonna do what resources we need? And we plan that, and that leads to a continuous improvement. Okay, so that's something we all need to do. Financial risk oversight. Governing person must monitor financial performance, cash flow, and viability. That's why you also see in the audits of stuff that is your RTO is not financially viable. Because when RTO doesn't have enough finance to fund their ongoing student or the trainers or any of those things, it becomes the question mark that RTO is not financially viable. And it is a governing person's responsibility to make sure it's all the time financially viable. Conflict of interest. This is something new. Must have a document policy and active management or real or apparent conflict. Okay, so that give me one more prompting question. It's like I'm prompting like ChatGPT now. What do you consider a real or apparent conflict? Because we need to have documented processes to identify and manage the conflict. So according to you, what could be the conflict? Anyone wants to answer? Enrolling family friend into the course. Staff, trainer, management working on multiple similar company. Don't know. Okay, that's good. We'll do some example. Trainer working for you, but working for other RTO. Issuing staff calls from your RTO. Clashes between trainer and student. Okay, independent. So great. So if I have a trainer and they also work with another RTO, and if it's a clear obligation, clear contract there, it's not a conflict of interest, because if I'm a trainer working 2 days here and 2 days other, I need to feed myself as well. So what actually the conflict become is, let's say I am the trainer and assessor and I have a family member who is studying in my class and I'm assessing that person. Do you think that considered as a conflict? Yes? No? So that we need to see, and that clearly need to document. Second example I would give is, let's say I am a trainer and I am also a lead or manager as well, where I need to check my own work of quality. So I am the trainer, I am assessing these people, and because I also need to do a quality check and I'm also checking my own quality, it's become conflict. So those are the things that we need to be mindful to manage the conflict. Another conflict, so there could be a different range of example. Maybe we'll do one separate video just on conflict. Child safety and well-being, under 18, mandatory alignment with national principles of child safety organization if you are doing under 18. Use of risk tool must be contextualized, RTO size, delivery and student needs. So we already discussed about the risk tool and risk strategies.
Unlock powerful insights from our latest webinar. Get in touch with us today.